Hey, what's going on, guys? Brian Brewer here with MadCam Publishing, and I have a good one for you today. I'm heading into the office right now, and when I get there, I'm going to take you inside the computer, and I'm going to break down step by step what I would do if I wanted to start from scratch and build a business online. Now, this is not going to be a tactic that's going to make a few bucks. This is not going to be a side hustle. This is not going to be something that worked 3 years ago but no longer works. And this is not going to be theory. Because this is going to be exactly what I would do if I wanted to start a business. I wanted to start generating revenue as fast as possible. And I wanted to start the business that was going to be sustainable and secure my financial future. What I mean by that is long term, but we're not taking a year-long content approach building up the brand before we start monetizing. Now, keep in mind, this is not going to be for everybody. If you're lazy, if you're not willing to do the work, if you're not willing to put yourself out there, and if you're not willing to actually help other people, meaning you just want to take from the system and give nothing back, well, this is not going to be the video for you. But if you want to put down the shiny objects, if you want a real actionable plan, if you want a clear vision for what you need to do to monetize the opportunity of the internet around your passion, your skill, or your interest, then you absolutely do not want to miss this video. We'll see you inside my computer.
All right, guys and girls, before we start this presentation here, first I have to tell you what this presentation and this strategy that I'm going to teach you is not, because I have to get rid of all the people who don't have the right mindset. If you don't have the right mindset, you will not be successful with this. It's that simple. So guys, first and foremost, this is not passive income. This is not a 4-hour work week strategy. Okay, this is going to take work, but what we're going to do here is we're going to build a real business. So we have to understand this is not sit on the beach and do nothing, okay? Because that is just BS. That will never work. Here's what this presentation is all about, okay? This is about building a real business. Now, truth be told, this is going to be a business that can be operated from anywhere, but it is a business that requires you to actually help people because money comes from other people, even on the internet. And I really believe that this strategy that I'm going to show you is the fastest way to quit your job and go full-time with your new business, as long as you put the work in and are willing to follow the model. Now, this is definitely a business that will work for anyone as long as you're willing to work. Okay, let's get started right away. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to show you, outline the 6 steps that it's going to take to go from zero to create a business and then plan a business that will generate 6 figures for you, allowing you to quit your job. Okay, it's a 6-step process. Step 1, the first thing you have to do is understand what do you want to do? And this is super important because you can go after an opportunity or you can do what you want to do. An opportunity might seem nice, but doing what you want to do is actually going to help you build a long-term business. And that, I think, is really what you want, because it doesn't matter which way you're starting to build a business. If you're going to use advertising, you're going to invest in learning advertising and tweaking your sales funnels. And if you're going to create content, you're going to invest time in creating the content to build your brand. Either way, you're going to be investing a serious amount of effort. So the last thing you want to do is finally have a successful business and then hate it because it's not in line with your passion. I learned this the hard way. I made this mistake. I don't want to see you do the same. After you decide what you want to do, you got to decide how you can help. And this is step 2, because as I said, money comes from other people. The internet is not some magical money-making machine, okay? You help people, they give you money. That's how business works. Now, you don't always have to give them direct help, but you have to give them something they want more than the money that you're asking for. That's simple. Then, once you understand what you can do to actually help people, well, then you got to figure out who you can help. And this is step number 3, and this is finding out what they look like. What does your ideal customer look like, and where do they hang out? This is going to be super important because, as you'll see, when I really show you in this video what marketing is at its core, you're going to understand why you need to know exactly who your ideal customer is. And that's who you focus on. So after you know what you want to do, how you can help, and who you can help, then you actually build the business. And guys, you're going to see that the marketers out there, the people selling the quote-unquote tools for business out there, they're good marketers who are selling you things that you don't really need. You only need a few things to have a business. One of them is free. The other two are super affordable. So we'll talk about that in step 4. Step 5, you actually go out there and help someone. Before you build this course or you build this long sales funnel or before you do anything, you actually go out there and help someone one-on-one. Find your first client by networking, whatever you have to do to actually help people, because this is going to help you understand and start to figure out some amazing thing that's going to help your sales and marketing process in the future. And then finally you get to step 6, which is plan for 6 figures. That's where you figure out what you need to do to hit your revenue goals, how much you can fulfill of it, what price you can charge, and you put everything together. That's your plan to get to 6 figures as fast as possible. So let's get into it with step 1. Step 1, what do you want to do? And I said this is an important question to answer first. Like I said, I made this mistake. I spent 2 years building a business that was successful and I hated it. I had to blow it up and start from scratch. So make sure you are not going after an opportunity because it seems good. Make sure you are doing something that you want to do. But there's another layer to this as well. If you don't do what you want to do and you don't like what you are doing, you won't be effective. If you're not effective, you won't get results. If you don't get results, you won't get the money. You have to be passionate about what you do because that's the only way that you're going to get the results, okay? Here's what we have to understand. I've said this before in this presentation. The internet is not some magical money-making machine. The internet is only 3 things. The internet is the ability to communicate at scale. It's a place to store information and a medium in which to process transactions. That is all. And with 4 billion people online, there's plenty of people out there who want what you want and want to know how to do what you know how to do. Then you can simply provide them the information via the internet and you can charge them. It's that simple, guys. It used to be in the past you had to write a best-selling book so you could get on the talk shows so you could build your audience. Or you had to have hundreds of thousands of dollars to purchase a late-night infomercial session so you could get your message to the masses. Now you just simply pick up your phone and you're a broadcast studio. You're not seeing the opportunity for what it is. The opportunity is the ability to communicate at scale and take payments from anyone in the world. That's the internet opportunity. Okay. Here's the most powerful statement in marketing. Once you understand this, you understand how to leverage the internet. Here's the statement. If you are the type of person who blank and you believe blank, then I blank. And let me give you a specific example. Let's just take something that is easy to understand for most people. Not that I'm calling you fat here, but the weight loss. If you're over 35 or you've ever had a few extra pounds on you when summertime rolled around, you'll understand this concept. Okay? So if you are the type of person who wants to lose weight and you believe that the best way to lose weight is to cut out carbs, then I can show you how to lose 10 pounds in 30 days without exercising by simply cutting out carbs. That's marketing right there. And there's an important final step to this where you say, if we're not a fit, then that's okay. Remember, we can reach 4 billion people on this planet via the internet. There are plenty of people out there who want exactly what we want. Why would we try to sell to people who don't want exactly what we can offer? Okay, it's crazy. All right. Step number 2, how can you help? Here's what we have to understand. You don't have to help people get to the top of the mountain. You just have to help them get to the next step, okay? You don't have to take someone from 0 to 100. You just have to take someone from a step below where you are to the place where you're at. Then you can pass them off to the next person. Even if there was somebody who could effectively and efficiently take someone from 0 to 100, all the way from nothing to all the way to expert status, that would be too much information to digest. So what you have to remember is you have to help people get to the next step. When you are trying to figure out how you can help people, you have to focus on the outcome because the outcome is what you are selling. Okay? You're not selling a weight loss plan. You're selling 10 pounds lighter, okay? You're not selling the struggle of cutting out carbs. You're selling the weight loss, how you're going to feel, how you're going to look when you lose 10 pounds. You're selling the outcome. And it's important to just don't reinvent the wheel. Don't try to create some magic solution to a problem nobody wants solved. Just differentiate yourself. Position yourself differently in the market. And you can do that very easily by leveraging your number one competitive advantage, which is the fact that you are unique. It's important. Focus on what people really buy. Here's the perfect example. Okay, you don't go to the hardware store to buy a drill because you need a drill. You buy a drill because you need a hole. So in business, when you're selling solutions, sell the hole. All right. Step number 3, how can you help? Okay. You don't have to help all of the people in the world. You just have to help some of the people in the world, because remember, money comes from other people. They're willing to buy their way to a solution. Well, you can help them with that solution. And it doesn't have to be something crazy. You can help them get organized. You can help them learn Excel. You can help them start an Etsy business. You can help them train their dog. You can help them get their baby to sleep. There's infinite opportunities. Remember, we can reach 4 billion people with just the phone in our pocket. When we start to understand that we're not leveraging the opportunity the right way, then we understand that we're missing the opportunity altogether. What you have to do is you have to identify your ideal customer. What do they look like? Where do they hang out? Those are the people you're going to market to. Those are the people you're going to address, and you're going to repel everybody else. Those are the only people you're going to focus on, the people who are most likely to buy from you. You're going to figure out where they hang out, and you're going to answer their questions and help them get tiny wins. You can do this on YouTube. You can do this on a Facebook group. You can do this in forums. You can do this on Reddit. You can do this wherever your ideal customer hangs out. Get them one step closer to the point where you can help them get to the next step. Does that make sense? Of course it does. Give them a tiny win on content. They will feel indebted to you. They will understand that you can help them just by helping them. Then they're willing to pay you to get your help further. And the way you get in front of people is you get in front of search. YouTube is the perfect example. You may have found this video on YouTube. I don't know what the title of it's going to be, but chances are it has something to do with building a business and quitting your job. Okay, you are my ideal customer for my one-on-one coaching. I'm not telling you that to try to sell my coaching. I'm telling you that to understand and give you the big picture of what I'm actually doing here. I'm not one of those marketers who teaches things I don't do. You know, it's not like I did one thing to get successful and now I make more money teaching it. This is what you do. This is just how you create a business online. You get in front of search, because when you get in front of search, you're in the buy mode right now. You would consider the opportunity to pay for the solution. You would consider paying someone to help you start an online business because you want an online business. That's the service I offer. That's why I'm creating this content. Are you getting value out of this content? Of course you are. As long as you stick with me through the end, you're going to get even more value. But I'm also following the method. This is the way you build a business. See, when you're creating content and going on social media, you got to stop trying to become Insta famous, right? Like, everybody wants more followers. Why? You don't need more followers. Remember, the marketing statement I said earlier: attract people who are highly likely to buy from you and repel everyone else. You see, you only need 1,000 true fans and you have a successful business. Yet everyone's just trying to get more followers, more likes, more shares. And you don't need them. You just have to create content for your ideal customer. Okay, now that we have that, we know what problem we're going to solve. We know what our ideal customer looks like. We know that this is in line with our passion. Then we just simply build our business. And this is what I was talking about at the beginning of this video, guys. You don't need all these tools to build a business. As a matter of fact, never in history have you been able to build a business for $10 a year plus $97 a month. And here's what I mean. Here's what you need to build a business online. First, you need a way to take payments, to process credit cards. Okay, Stripe, it's free. To create a free account allows you to take credit cards from your customers and it deposits them in your bank account. So that's obviously not a problem. That's obviously not a barrier to entry. Well, the other thing you need is a hub. You need a website. You need a place to host your checkout page, right? You need a way to present the information to your potential customers on how you can help them. So the first thing you do is you buy a domain name. If you go to namecheap.com, a domain name is less than $10 a month. Excuse me. It's less than $10 a year. I just bought one the other day. $10 a year for your domain name. That's your sign out front, right? Well, then you need ClickFunnels. It's $97 a month. And this is everything else that you need. It's a website, it's a sales page, and it's your checkout page. Guys, I'm not trying to talk you into buying ClickFunnels. I'm telling you, this is the easiest solution, the cheapest solution to get everything you need to have a business online, to build your business online. And it's only $97 a month. Okay, here's what you got to remember. Now that you have your business, you're set up, your website's ready, you're ready to take payments, your physical business is ready to go. And once again, it's super cheap, $97 a month. But you are not in the business you are in. You are in the business of marketing the business that you are in. Okay? Promotion. That's the key. But if you do it the right way, it is super simple. All you have to do is create content and be authentic. You see, that's the way the algorithms work. The YouTube algorithms, the Facebook group algorithms. Okay? Their number one goal is to make sure the user gets what they want. So say, for instance, on YouTube, I don't know how well this video will do. It might tank. It might get 100,000 views. I don't know. But the bottom line is based on the way people react to this video, YouTube will then determine who should see this video. And if you understand what I'm saying here, that means YouTube is going to automatically, based on their advanced algorithms, find the right people for this video. So what that means is YouTube's doing all the hard work for me. They are finding my ideal customers for me. All I have to do is create content and be authentic and make sure I'm creating content for my ideal customer. That's the internet opportunity. Okay? So after you have this, it's all assembled. You know what you're going to do. You know who you're going to help. It's in line with your passion and your interest. You have your physical business set up. Then you just simply help someone. Find someone to help. And it sounds daunting, it sounds impossible, but it's not, because you just are going to help them. In an automated and digital society that we live in, okay, people are dying for human contact. You offer to help somebody one-on-one, they will pay exponentially for it. Because the information is out there. This is the information age. There is no shortage of information. There's probably no new information. What you need is guidance. That's what people are willing to pay for. So you offer to help people, you're going to find it very easy to get your first client. And that's how you start generating revenue as fast as possible. But there's a benefit to this. When you help people, you learn. You're going to learn things that are going to help your sales and marketing become better. Because as you're working with these people one-on-one and helping them, you're going to learn how to overcome their objections. So say, for instance, you might be watching this video thinking to yourself, I can't help anybody. Of course you can. Remember, you don't have to get people to the top of the mountain. You just have to get them to the next step. You don't have to be the foremost expert in your field or your niche or your interest or your passion. You just have to know more than somebody who knows nothing but is kind of interested. Then you create content that attracts the people who are kind of interested, and then you offer them to get to your level. It's that simple. The other thing you're going to do when you're absolutely helping people is you're going to discover false beliefs. And this is the key to selling your services down the road when you're trying to scale to 6 or even 7 figures. Is you got to understand the false beliefs. Like you, for instance, you may have wanted to start a business online, but you may have thought in the past that you need to worry about Facebook advertising, which is expensive, getting more expensive and hard to learn. You may have thought you needed all these different components. You needed to piece them together with autoresponders and chatbots and conversion optimization and pop-up and social proof. And you might think you need all these things, but you don't. You just need a way to take payments and a hub to represent your business. Then you just got to go out and help people. That's all you have to do to have an online business. And because we can reach 4 billion people on this earth, there are people who are willing to pay for what we have to offer. Listen, let's take a look at a specific example here really quickly. Let's say you and I went into a room, and in this room there was a bunch of 5-year-olds. And what we were going to do is we were going to go in there and we were going to teach these 5-year-olds how to tie their shoes. Now, you and I both know how to tie our shoes. When we tie our shoes, we essentially get the same result. Yet when we go in there and offer to show kids how to tie their shoes, half of the kids are going to gravitate towards you naturally, the other half are going to gravitate towards me naturally. Not because I tie my shoes better than you. I just have a different teaching style. And some people are going to gravitate towards that. Other people are going to gravitate towards you. That's why creating content is the most powerful way to market yourself, because YouTube, the Facebook group algorithms, they already know, based on other people who are responding to you positively, who's likely to respond to you positively. Okay, they are smarter than we are at finding our ideal customers. You just got to go out there and get started. Last thing I want to talk about really quickly when you're talking about help someone is how it really benefits you when you start helping people one-on-one is you actually achieve results. Then that's what you're selling. You're selling the outcome. Then you know what to sell. What results can you achieve? It might be different than the results you thought you were going to get, but it still could be just as valuable to the person who's achieving them. You see what I'm saying? Here's the key to success, guys. It goes from left to right. First, you see potential, and this is where you're at right now. You have the potential to create a 6 or even 7-figure business online doing what you love based on your passion, interest, or skill. Well, the first thing you must do after that is you must take action. Well, when you take action, you see success, and when you see success, you believe, and that belief is what creates momentum. And the faster you can get to that belief, the faster you can have a massively, wildly successful business. And that's why helping people one-on-one is the key in step number 5, because that gets you to success as fast as possible. Possibly even within your first 30 days, you can land your first client. Heck, if you have a tiny little following right now, maybe even on your friend's Facebook page, your personal Facebook page, you could see success as soon as this week. But you got to get the business in place. You got to understand what you're going to do. But as soon as you get that first bit of success, you believe, and that believe, and you will succeed. It's the belief that will create the success, okay? Finally, the final step is you plan for 6 figures. Take what you learn and make it scalable. You can do this one of 3 ways. You can either charge more for your one-on-one services. You can package the information and distribute it at scale. Or you can create a community. Charge a monthly fee. If you had 1,000 people a month paying you $49 a month, quick math on that tells me that's $49,000 a month. That's well into a 6-figure business, okay? What can you do that you can charge $49 for? Guys, this is the straightest line from 0 to $100,000 and beyond. Here's the problem. You're either too lazy, too afraid, or you don't really want to be an entrepreneur. And that's okay. Not everyone will become a successful entrepreneur. Yet everyone can be a successful entrepreneur. So if you're the type of person who wants to build a business around your passion or your interest, and you believe in building for long-term success, then I can help you gain focus, develop a plan, and drive traffic for free using social media. And I'll do it in a very specific way using what I call my ABC content funnel. Listen, if that's not you, that's okay, but we're done here. But if this is you, then I want to talk to you about a combination of 100K brands and free traffic training. This is the combination of mindset in 100K brands and the tactics in free traffic training. Free traffic training, I tell you about the ABC content funnel. It's how I built a multiple 6-figure business by creating content efficiently that didn't require me to post 25 times a day. And 100K brands is going to help you get clarity, get focused, figure out what your passion is, learn how to get motivated, stay motivated, what to sell, how to sell it, and who to sell it to. And I offer this in my one-on-one coaching program that I'm offering right now. Guys, I'm not going to beg you. Because here's the key. You're either interested in making a change or you're not. See, I no longer care to sell to you. Because I want to work with people who are desperate for results, because those are the people who are going to get results. And if I'm going to work with people one-on-one, I want people to get results. That way I get more referrals. That way I can help you to see your success. Guys, that's what it is right now. That's what I'm all about right now. Information is out there. You need the one-on-one support. If you want it, I'm here for you. So I just have to ask you, are you ready to succeed? If you are, come on over to 100K Brands, learn more about the one-on-one coaching. There'll probably be a link somewhere around this video. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, whether or not you decide to join me for one-on-one coaching. Guys, I believe in my heart this is the fastest, most reliable way to get to 6 figures and beyond. Building a business online that you're passionate about. Please rewatch this or take me up on my one-on-one coaching, whichever you choose to do. Put these 6 steps into place. Be consistent, work hard, and you will be successful. Thank you so much for watching this presentation. I wish you all the best in the world. Here's to your success. Bye for now.